Hi, good morning. Hello. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Carol and Betty and Jackie and Anne and Anne. Welcome. And Debbie. Hi, Debbie. So welcome, everyone. It's the 19th. I've had a bit of a busy morning this morning. I've already been up, ironed a shirt for Craig. He's got a wedding today and he's leaving at 11:15. He's playing at a wedding, so I've been, but he's got to borrow my dad's car to fit in this white piano shell that he has. So anyway, we've been up and over to my mum and dad's to bring my dad's car back over. So it's been a bit crazy this morning already. But yeah, so yeah, he's got this wedding all day today. And then tonight I've got, I'm doing food for our Sri Lankan friends, because Dilu, my friend, she's going back to Sri Lanka on Friday, so we're having a bit of a farewell food for her tonight. So it's just a bit all go today. So I'm grateful to be at home, grateful to do this and just have some time to sort of craft with you. And I've got a few things to share with you, because last Tuesday, I think it was Sue who sent me a message and she says, wow, you've been busy. Last Tuesday, I'm sorry if I flooded your Facebook feeds with events, but I was just on it. I think it was Tuesday. It was either Tuesday or Wednesday. I think it could have been Tuesday. So I've planned quite a few events, and mostly festive ones. The Christmas catalogue, even though it's not called that, the mini catalogue comes out on the 2nd of September. So I've been deciding what to use for that, and then I made some decisions last week. And yes, I shared some stuff with you last week, so I'm going to turn my camera around and I can share a little more with you. So these were like the papers that I shared with you last week. The 6x6, and there's die cuts in them, which are fabulous. And then there's papers that you can make cards with, 6x6, and tags with, and they're just fabulous. I love a gingham. These are the good ones for tags. So I've planned 2 different events with these. Well, actually technically 3. Fab colours, quite traditional colours, but modern designs. So the 3 events that I've got with these are, 2 of them are demonstrator days. So if you're a Stampin' Up demonstrator, you are welcome to book on. So for anybody who's watching who's a demo, who maybe doesn't have a team leader who's doing events or wants to try something different, then I'm doing an in-person event on the 13th of September in Bradford. I've only got 1 booking for that so far. So please take a look at that. My events website is running along the bottom of the screen. That is using this. And then the week after, I'm doing an online demo day using the same products, but there are upgrades. So there's a basic kit with these, and then with some of the brilliant ephemera sheets. Just half a pack of these is all you need, and you will have plenty of greetings. So, and then you get some twine as well to decorate the cards. So it's actually, that's got no stamps included. So if demos already have their own stamps, then this is a stamp set, or well, it's a single stamp that I will be using. So there are 3 options. Option A was just got the stuff I showed you. Option B has it with this added on. And then I've got option C with some dies instead, and option D is like everything. And then it's the same for the in-person class the week after. Then I've also got a stamper stack for customers. Okay. So that's for non-demonstrators. And when I say stamper stack, what do I mean? Well, I used to do these. They were one of my most popular events. So I'm doing an in-person in Bradford, and I'm doing an online. And again, it's got the same options as what I just shared with you. The ironic thing is, if you go for option A, there's actually no stamps that we'll be doing. But that's the fun of it, isn't it? I'm trying to get this thing straight, and I can't do it. No, I'm making it even worse here. Sorry. Let me just get caught up with myself because the feed is behind. That's better, Julie. There we go. That's much better. Okay, so the option A will have this, and this is an online event as well. So do check out the dates. And then like the other one, B, yep. But so that's for stamper stacks and demo days. And then I've also put on coffee and card round 50. Now I'd love to get as many people doing this as possible. It's 50 rounds of coffee and card. So please come celebrate with me and do some, I've got 2 booked on so far, and do some fabulous Christmas cards. I can't wait to use these. It does start on the, oh man, I've got to check. I'm going to have a week off. Let me just check. So we're on week 4, week 5. Starts on the 16th of September. Okay, which isn't that far away. So, you know, bookings will close 2 weeks before, so I can get everything done. So again, there's more than one option. There's an option just to have the pack of papers. Then you can have the set and the dies as well. And I have more classes to come on as well, but I'd really, really love to get double figures on this one for my 50th one. I know I need to make some cards to show you how fab it is. So that is my priority, hopefully this week. So yes. And then I've got my pairs class next Saturday online, which I really need to close bookings off for, but I've only got one person booked on. I would love you to tell me what classes you want me to do, because I know I've been focusing a lot on my in-person business with my new studio, but that's sort of, well, it's not sorted, but that's sort of I'm on a bit of a roll with that now. So that's why I went and sorted all my online events, but I can't really do events with just one person. So yeah, I would love to get more people for the pairs one. Maybe you don't like the pairs, maybe you don't like my cards, I don't know. But anyway, do let me know what classes you would like, because I can go about thinking about things that I think you'd like, but you might not want to do. So okay, let's crack on, because I need to say bye to Craig as well before he goes this morning. So I shared this with you last week. This is week 4 already, and we're using a different stamp set. We're using this one that's called Spring Corners. It has been quite popular in the last chance list. So this is reduced to £9 something. And it's a really, really nice one to have, because it's a little bit different. It's not just your standard greeting set. So I saw this and I cased this card. So I thought we'd do it. Now, I don't think this one is going to take me too long, or take us too long to put together. If you're stamping, next week I'm going to do a stamped version of cards, Anne, for your benefit. If you're stamping, you can stamp these flowers and cut them out and arrange them. If you haven't got the corners, then you can use a stamp that just goes across the top there. And you could maybe use another stamp that goes down there. It doesn't have to be one that's attached. If you might have one that says happy birthday and then it says something else. So you could do one, you could sort of create your own corner stamp, as it were. So let's look at what we've got in our pack. We've got this banner cut from the party banners, which is one of the lovely new die sets in the main catalogue. Where's my catalogue gone? Have I taken it downstairs? No, it's here. So this one sort of goes with the alphabets. I mean, you don't have to have both of them, but the banners are huge. The biggest banner is bigger than a stamp set box. So the party banners die set is £38. It's a set of 20 dies because you get these little holes to use. But there's actually 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there's 14 dies of the banners, so it's a really, really good set. Mine are downstairs because I took them to my kids' scrapbooking class yesterday and they're still in the box that I've not brought up and put away. So in your pack, what I was saying is you've got a basic white background, card base, then you've got a piece that's been cut. If you're crafting along and you've not got a kit, oh hi Christy, oh have I frozen? Sorry, I don't know if I froze then, I did hear. If you're crafting along and you've not got a kit, this measures 10 by 14.3 and a bit. So there isn't another layer on here. And then there is another layer here. And this measures 8 by 12.3 and a bit. So it's 2 centimetres smaller than the background, the other piece. Now, what might be nice if you think it's too white, replace this with a piece of card that's cloud cover, so that could look nice. You know what I'm going to say now, don't you? I'm going to have a go at doing that. Yeah, I'm going to mix it up a bit. So just a reminder, while I'm talking about cloud cut, my trimmers are downstairs. Oh, it's all right. I'll use my big guillotine. I don't want to disturb my doggy. I took my 2 trimmers to my scrapbook class yesterday. So excuse me, you're going to get the big squeaky guillotine. This is what I prep my classes with. I've had this about 20 years, I think. Naughty me leaving my trimmers downstairs. So what we're saying is, while I'm talking about cloud cover, we've got 15% off in colour things this month. So this washi is reduced to £11 something instead of 14. But I thought I might use cloud cover. Now I know the cloud cover card though is out of stock at the moment. So I might do a cloud cover background here, just to be a bit different, I think, yeah. You know me, I like to do an alternative one. Oh, you can't write this. You cannot write this. So my glue was bunged up. So I just snipped the end off and it pinged into my coffee. But I've rescued it. You can't write it. Okay, so I'm going to do that. And then this will go on here. Okay, but first I'm going to do my stamping. So let me show you the spring corner. So it says, wishing you an amazing day. And you've got thank you for everything as well. So we'll use this one. The thing is, what I love about this, wishing you an amazing day, it could be a birthday, but it could be a wedding as well. Yeah. So I'm just going to, because this is quite a big stamp, I'm taking my ink pad to my stamp, but I'm tapping very lightly. And I'm going to stamp the corner, the right hand side. There we go. And I can glue this down. Okay. And then I can add this. So this is going to sit there. Okie doke. So I've done all the background now. So I've gone for a cloud cover instead of a white. And I'm now going to assemble my flowers. Now I've decided not to roll any more out today and actually see what I've got in here and just use the ones that you've got, that I've got. So they're all here. I've got a fair stash. I know I won't have any of those lovely roses left because that's what I use all the time. I'm getting everything out, and I might even change the colour scheme. I might even go for the purples. Okay. Have I frozen again? I have on mine. Right, let's turn these over. So I don't know if how people are storing these, if you've got a little wallet for them or something. Let's get flowers out and let's see what we've got. We've got loads of these, haven't we? We know that. We've got a ton of these. Just sorting out. Sorry for the quiet.
Okay, so it's looking like I've got a lot more of the reds, pinkies, than I have of the purples. So I think we're going to go with that colour scheme. It is like flower arranging doing this. Right, I think that will do me. And just get some twine. Sit down, Beulah. I think Beulah's heard Craig getting ready. You use plastic CD wallets for bits and bobs. Debbie keeps hers in a spare case. Thank you for that. So I'm just going to use some of my favourite twine and I'm going to tie this in a little bow. I'll just cut that down a bit. I love this stuff. Okay, so we've not sort of got as much of a focal point here with as we did with the big rose, but I think if I cut another lot, then it I just have more spares for the sake of one flower that I want, really. Whoopsie. I've not layered any of these up on foam pads, which I did on the other ones, but okay, so I've created a little bit there, and then I'm going to pop the bow. I sort of hid it away on the other one. I think I might pop it on the front there. on this one. The dog's on high alert because she can hear Craig loading his car. There we go. Now what I might do on this one is add some diamantes. If you've got any left, you could add some diamantes. I think I might add some of these cloud cover gems. They're on offer. They're on offer this month as well. So if you wanted to treat yourself to something, some embellishments, because these have got the in colours in, so they're on offer. So I've used nearly one full line, but they do go a long way. So there's this week's card. What time are we on? Off before 11. And I did talk a little bit, so it's another quickie. Another quickie. So here thank you, Anne. So here we have our week 4 cards. Now, I'd love you to tell me, do you prefer the original design with the lots of white space, or do you prefer it with the cloud cover background? There we go. Oh, thanks, Christy. I will take pictures of those and I'll do them on my Instagram stories. You like both, Debbie? Oh. But Christine likes the cloud cover best. Thank you, Christine. So yes, I am doing these cards in person on the 6th of September, which isn't far away. So it's 2 weeks on Saturday, but I've got no bookings for it so far. So we will be doing the cards that I've done over the coffee and card period. So if you are local and you want to come and make these with me, then bookings are open, but I will be closing them off very soon. So yeah, do let me know about that. I would love to see you, and it'd be a lovely afternoon of making some of these cards. I think it's afternoon. I'm saying afternoon. I should check because I can't remember sometimes what. I know it is that date, but then I can't always remember what times I've said. Fabulous Flora, it's called. Oh, it's 1:30 till 4. So we will do the cards that I've done on coffee and card. Right, okay, I'm going to... Jake likes blue. Oh, thank you, Christy. I'm going to love you and leave you. Say goodbye until next week. I'm going to go see if Craig needs a hand with anything and say bye to him. Oh, I've not shown you next week's card. So next week, Sam will do some stamping for you. And here is next week. So I've stamped the background. And if you don't have the stamps, can I suggest, because I think it would be a little bit plain if you don't have the stamps, can I suggest that you bring along an embossing folder or something, just to make it a little bit more interesting? You don't have to, but yeah, that's a little idea for you for next week. And I will see you then. So thanks for tuning in. I'll see you very soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.